Hey guys, it's me, Tyler Toxic. I guess you're looking at why I'm at the League Play right now. I'm about to give you guys a quick little class setup of what I use at the moment. Here I'm gonna go through my classes. Right here it says create a class. This one it says what is it? NS competitive. This is like my classes for sometimes search, or what if we're going to go into a like game battles. This is what I usually have my classes. If you go through here, I have each one a different name class for different different moments I go into a match for. You know, if it's hardcore or regular core. Most of the time, if it's a league play, it's always core. If it's TD or search, I have two different classes I usually run for these. You know, if it's CTF, capture the flag, or, you know, if we're going to domination, or, you know, or, was it demolition, I have certain classes I set. I got, like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 classes, but they all almost have all the similar guns, similarly. Some of them, they mostly change when I have different perks on them for different situations. If I need to go into capture the flag, I may, you know, have a fast, you know, lightweight jacket, you know, flak jacket, toughness, extreme conditioning, and, you know, cushion grenades, and if I need to stun someone, I can use it. If I go down here, you know, I use my little PDW if I have to go do like hardpoint or something. I have the trophy system where I can just set it out and be in a hardpoint so they won't nade me. You know, if they use cushion grenades, flash grenades, they can't get the point back because I use a trophy system to use it and, you know, keep inside the point. That's what my little buddy is for. You know, and, you know, if I'm running, you know, this one, A94, this thing's beast. When you have full metal jacket, reset sight, foregrip, and then I have my symbol pistol, the B2R 23R pistol. They nerfed it, but it's still a good gun to use if you know, run out of your bullets. But I usually try to have the perk 2 scavenger, so if I run out of, you know, my ammo, I can just pick up somebody else's ammo and keep going. Then just you know, trying to reload at the same time. And then flashbang, so I can stun people as well, is really good if I'm in hardpoint, or, you know, if I'm trying to do something like search, I'll maybe use that because I have lightweight scavenger, extreme conditioning, you know, and just, you know, nade them if I know where they're at, or use it as a distraction for my stuff as well. And then my M8, I use that if I need long distance. Mostly these two guns, and was it the A94 and M8, I use that for long distance maps. If I know I'm gonna go into something like raid where I gotta shoot out like buildings and stuff and stretch, I'll probably use that. And then if I need to use it, you know, M8, I'll probably use it with doing, you know, lightweight and flat jacket and dead sign, so I can be a little bit more quieter if I'm doing like search. But that's for that one. And then SWAT is a good one. I use select fire sometimes I don't. I'm trying to get used to my trigger finger, but I do use that with that. You know, that B23R with the pistol. I use dexterity and tackleness if I can need to see trophy systems, or if they have something up, I'll use it, or lightweight for, you know, if I need to run a little bit faster. But that is my competitive part of that part. And then if I go to my next one, called best class, I use this mostly, this whole section of classes mostly on you know, hardpoint or CTF. That's really good on that. Not much search. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, this is my search class I usually use if I'm going to know I'm going to go and search, or what's my other classes? Domination, you know, them two classes. This is my primary gun, the M8 with a millimeter scanner, so I can see around corners if they're sneaking or trying to flank me from both sides. I could probably see them around them, so I could just go around or figure out, you know, if they got a little, you know, something going trapped. I can use that, and I have my trophy system on there if I need to go in a hard point. And, you know, try to defend some people off. I got that. I got my grenade for, you know, if I need to throw far distance, I know they're around the corner, I just nade them, then use my bullets. you know, and the Flat Jacket and Toughness and Extreme Conditioning are great perks for that class. The M8 is a 3-round burst. You have to use, like, you know, you have to somewhat be good with your trigger finger. Not really, but it, you know, you need to try to use it without select fire. It's a really good gun. And then this gun right here, I love this thing, MP7. If you got laser sight and long barrel, and rock that, and lightweight and toughness, and you know, sometimes I'll switch this up. The perks, you know, I'll go in here and switch out, you know, tac mass and just have extreme conditioning and just keep going, or I'll switch out toughness for scavenger, so all them perks will be running fast and keep going. That's a great class to use for CTF. If you're trying to be the runner gunner and trying to clap flags, that is a great gun, and that thing is great with distance too. If you're trying to, you know, kill people from long range, but it's not good if you're going against a shotgun. I'd probably say go up to your, right here, the A94 for shotgun, can counterattack that. You know, if you're going against a shotgun person, nade them. I usually run 2 flash grenades, flashbang, sorry. And then, not laser sight, but reflex and full metal jacket, they're great. Full metal jacket is more used to penetrate a little bit thicker if they got, flat jacket on, or if they're far away, you could just hit them a little bit quicker, with that, with the, full metal jacket. I love this one too. I use this one, the MSC, on Hardpoints a lot too. Usually I'd be rocking it with a trophy system, so I could get in there quick and use that. You know, if you use full metal jacket, long barrel, and force grip, that thing's definitely a beast. If you got dexterity, it's good when you need to turn quickly. Lightweight, and then cold-blooded. If I need to be off their radar, I could, you know, use that as well. You know, and use. You know, even though this is banned, this thing is a beast. If you're used to, like, trigger fingers and stuff, that foul, if you get in the rhythm of using it back to back, that thing is so quick, and then it goes through quickly, with a, full metal jacket, you know, using that kind of stuff. You got flash grenade, well, flashbang, grenade, dead silence, scavenger, and lightweight. And definitely, they're definitely good. That's definitely a good gun to use for, you know, if you're in long distances, not really close quarters. These two, if I need to use a close quarters, I'm like, if I want a close quarters map, I'll use, you know, the MSC and the MP7. That's definitely my two guns I go to, or probably the A94, but mostly them two other guns I mentioned. And that's mostly the classes I usually run for certain classes and certain maps. And then my score streaks, I use something when I'm on Champions League. I run something a little bit different. So lightning strike, sentry gun, and AGR. If you look at the top, all the stuff that's banned from Champions League is the same stuff you can't use in GameBattles or was it MLG rules. That's why they banned UVA, because you can see people and it's not a fair advantage. 100 kilo drones, people just throw them everywhere and you just get hit. Care package, you know, it's kind of worthless in a sense of, you know, you try to get one and then they shoot you and then they got their care package. You know, that's why they kind of banned it. You know, counter UA, same thing with the UAV, both banned. Guardian, reason they did this, not the sentry gun, because it's just a melting thing. You can't really take it down. If you use that thing on a map, you just, like, you can't get to it. You have to literally stun it with a flash grenade or a EMP grenade to stop it. And, you know, it's super hard to kill when it's stuck somewhere and you can't get around it. But you can use sentry gun, because it's just, you know, it moves when you see somebody. It's just not there all the time. That's why it's a little bit easier to kill than a Guardian. You know, that's why it's a little bit easier to use on, you know, game battle rules and stuff. But that's definitely the but score streaks I use for Champions League, if I'm in League Play, or if I'm going in game battles. These three, because they're really easy to get. And if you have, you know, if you're doing CTF, you could use a lightning strike. You know, if they got your flag, use it and put a sentry gun down by your flag in the back somewhere where they can't get it. And it's easy, and it's kind of hard to get to if it's really stuck somewhere. But you gotta be useful and know where to put your sentry guns down. And the reason I use an HCR is really simple, because if a teammate goes down and they're not doing their job, that thing, you know, it's like an extra helper, you know, taking out people and, you know, using it. Sometimes if I don't use that, I'll usually go to a stealth chopper, so it'd be much easier, you know, killing stuff. But the problem with stealth chopper, you're getting taken down easily. AGR, it's kind of hard to do, to take out, because you gotta literally have to stun it and be in front of it. That's why I use a AGR than a stealth chopper. You know, I really don't run Lobster, Warship, or Canine, or Swarm, because they're too hard to get. And it's like, you know, if the game's going super quickly, and you know, if you're playing against opponents, know their stuff, you're not going to get to that kind of stuff. That's why I kind of run simple stuff that you know you're going to get. If not, if I don't use the Lightning Strike, I'll use a Hellstorm. So it's almost similar, but it's more precise than a Lightning Strike. But, you know, that's my stuff I use for Scorestreak.